In last lecture we discussed urinogenital system contains two types. First is the excretory system and second is the reproductive system. So we studied excretory system of leech. Now we will discuss about reproductive system. Reproductive system of leech is reproductive systems help for reproduction. Reproductive system of leech is hermaphrodite, means what? Each individual possesses a complete set of male and female reproductive organs, means it is also known as dioecious. Self fertilization does not occur in reproductive system of leech. Self fertilization does not occur. Cross fertilization by the process of copulation is a rule. Then first, male reproductive organs, means male reproductive systems. Which organs is present in male reproductive system? We will discuss here. The male reproductive organ consists of testes, then vasa efferentia, this is the vasa efferentia, then vasa differentia, epididymis, this is the epididymis, then ejaculatory ducts, then an atrium. So there are usually 11 pairs of testis sacs present in leech. There are usually 11 pairs, rarely 12 or 13 pairs of testis sacs present in leech. One pair in each of the segment found 12 to 22. Testis sacs are located ventrally on either sides of ventral nerve cord. Testis sacs. This is a testis sacs which present located ventrally on either side of the ventral nerve cord. Each testis sac is nothing but a small spherical coelomic sac. Testis sac is small spherical coelomic sac, means cavity like arrangement. It is filled with coelomic fluid. The wall of testis sacs gives rise to sperm, mother cells or spermatogonia. The wall of testis sacs gives rise to sperm, mother cells, or it is known as spermatogonia. Spermatogonia float into coelomic fluid and develop into sperm. Spermatogonia which is present in that sac and develop into sperms. Next, vas efferentia. This is the vas efferentia. Sperms pass from each testis sac into short duct called vas efferens. That sac contains spermatogonia which develop into sperm and that pass towards vas efferentia. Vas efferens arise from the posterior border of testis sac and joins the vas deferens. That vas efferens start from testis sac and join towards vas deferens. Vas deferentia. They are pair of slender ducts situated on ventral side of the body. They contain pair of ducts. It receives the sperms coming from vasa efferentia. It coming the sperm from vasa efferentia towards vas deferens. Then epididymis. It is the epididymis. Both the vas differentia in 10 segments fails to form convoluted mass, the epididymis. Vas differentia, this is the vas differentia in 10 segments fails to form a convoluted mass, that is epididymis or sperm vesicles, means it is also called as sperm vesicle. Hence there are two epididymis in 10 segments. The epididymis stores sperm brought by the vas differentia. What is the use of epididymis? Epididymis stores sperms brought by the vas differentia. Then next is ejaculatory ducts. This is the ejaculatory ducts which is joined by epididymis. Epididymis of each side leads into a short narrow duct called ejaculatory duct. Then atrium. The ejaculatory ducts of two sides joins median sac, the atrium. It is situated mostly in 10 segment, but some part may extend to 9 segment. Atrium consists of two regions. anterior prostatic chamber and posterior perineal sac. Anterior posterior chamber is the first and second is the posterior perineal sac. Prostatic chamber has muscular wall covered by numerous unicellular prostate glands. Prostatic chamber is the first part which has muscular wall covered by numerous unicellular prostate glands, which is made by prostate gland. This is the prostate glands. This is the structure of TS body of wall through epididymis, prostate gland and penis sac. Then perineal sac is an elongated muscular chamber, contains a tubular coil penis. Perineal sac is an elongated cylindrical like muscular chamber, contains a tubular coil called penis. Penis can produce out of male genital aperture, which is present on ventral side of second annulus of the 10th segment. Penis can protrude out of male genital aperture. Next, the sperms produced in the testis sacs are stored in epididymis. The sperms produced in the testis sacs and stored in the epididymis. From each epididymis, they pass into the prostatic chamber of the atrium through ejaculatory duct by the secretion of prostatic gland. Prostatic glands secrete some materials help for sperms. Sperms are glue or packed to form spermatophores. The spermatophores are passed into the coil penis. Penis transfer the sperms into vagina. The partner leach during copulation. At the time of copulation, penis transfers that sperms into the vagina. Then next, the female reproductive organ consists of pair of ovisacs, ovaries, a pair of oviducts, common ovisacs, oviduct and vagina. So first, ovisacs. There is a single pair of coelomic sacs called ovisacs. Single pair of ovisacs. Sacs means is like a cavity called ovisac. The ovisac situated ventrally, 11 segment, one on either side of ventral nerve cord. Each ovisac is filled with coelomic fluid. This is the diagram of ovisac dissected. Show the ovary. This is the ovisac. Then next, ovary. Coelomic fluid of each ovisac contains coiled thread-like ovary. Ovary gives rise to ova. Coelomic fluid of each ovisac contains coiled thread-like ovary. Ovisacs contains coelomic fluid, and that coelomic fluid of each ovisacs contain thread-like ovary. Ovary gives rise to ova. Oviducts from the base of each ovisac arise a short slender tube called as oviduct. This is the oviduct. Ovary forms thread-like structure known as oviduct. Then common oviduct. The ovaries of two sides unite to form common oviduct. It looks like English alphabet S. The common oviduct located in 11 segment. The junction of two oviducts is covered by layer of unicellular albumin glands. That oviduct layers contain albumin glands. Albumin glands open into the common oviduct. It pours the albumin into the common oviduct. Common oviduct opens into a muscular vagina. That common oviduct opens into muscular vagina. Next, vagina. The vagina is a large pear-shaped muscular bag. Shape of vagina is pear-shaped muscular bag. It is situated mid-ventrally in the 11th segment. Which segments? 11 segments in which vagina situated mid-ventrally. During the breeding season, vagina increases in size and internally it is thrown into folds. It opens to the outside through a female genital aperture, which is situated mid-ventrally in 11 segments. Vagina opens outsides through a folds called as female genital aperture. Next, ovaries gives rise to ova into their ovisacs. From ovisacs, ova pass down to common oviduct. Ovaries gives rise to ova into their ovisacs. Then that ovisacs pass down to common oviduct through respective oviducts. In common duct, each ova is covered by albumin secreted by albumin glands. Means for albumin secreted albumin glands. Secreted albumin is in common duct. Each ova is covered by albumin secreted by albumin glands. The ova pass into vagina and stored there. The fertilization takes place in vagina during copulation. When sperm comes from penis toward the vagina.